Defense spending of NATO countries, this is by percentage of course, because the US would be number one, it's not even fair. And we're comparing 10 years ago to today. And again, percentage wise, Poland is now the number one NATO spender at 4.12. The US is almost the only country on this list that went down in terms of NATO spending by percentage from 10 years ago, dropping from above 3.5 to 3.38. The only other country is very slight, and that is Croatia down here. Remember that NATO has a 2% guideline. So the significance of this graph is there's now a lot of NATO countries that do spend over the 2% guideline. Poland and Estonia are in first and second. Then Latvia, Greece doing pretty well. I mean, I feel like a lot of that just has to do with their rivalry with Turkey. Also Lithuania, Finland, Denmark. What I noticed specifically about this graph though is the countries that are spending the least also don't border Russia or are as far away from Russia as possible. So you're talking nations like Spain, Slovenia, Luxembourg, Belgium. A lot of these places are considered to be in Western Europe. Meanwhile, the biggest spenders are the places that almost border Russia. Sometimes they do actually border Russia, or they have to deal with Russia a lot. For instance, Denmark, since they control the mouth of the Baltic Sea. Canada is an example of a nation that kind of does border Russia if you consider going over the North Pole, but they don't spend a whole lot on defense. That's probably partly just because the US is down there also. So currently there's 8 countries that have not reached the 2% guideline, but overall in the last 10 years, everyone has hit that. Obviously, a lot of this probably has to do with the Russian-Ukraine war.